All right, it's another edition of our favorite Fashion Friday with our good friend, the Charleston shop curator, Andrea Serrano. And today we are going old school.
Yes.
Vintage fashion inspired right here in Charleston. And as always, the looks that we're going to show you, she's giving away like huge gift cards to lucky viewers in just a minute. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me as always.
This is going to be a good one.
Fashion through the decades.
Yes.
And as you know, everything comes back around again. And actually, the new edition of Charleston Magazine just came out, September issue. And the fashion spread is all inspired by vintage fashion.
So that's, and when I first talked to you, vintage is something you've had like, that you, in your mind, that you've wanted to do for a long time.
Oh yeah, from day one.
Works out. You can see the looks here and then check out Charleston Magazine with more. And as usual, as always, I should say, you're the Charleston shop curator, so everything here is local.
Yes, and we love that, and this is a mix of old and new, and like I said, everything comes back around again, and it's very current at the same time. Even though it's vintage, it's what people are wearing right now.
So there's always a good time for vintage to mix a little bit in. All right, let's get straight to it. Tell us who we have first here.
So we have Allie, and she's wearing a look from Carmen. And it's a 60s look, you know, she's giving you a little bit of mod. And Carmen is a great shop that's in James Island. They have a great range of clothing and styles from every price range you can imagine. She just opened up a store in Kiowa that's gorgeous. And she's carrying a bag from taxidermy. She has a pretty large selection of taxidermy at her Kiowa shop. And taxidermy is just gone viral. And
they're all over.
Cult following. Even you can see Beyonce and Kendall Jenner wearing her stuff. And the jewelry is from Candy Shop Vintage. Love Candy Shop Vintage. Deidre Zoll started her business doing pop-up shops with real vintage jewelry and now designs her own collection of vintage inspired jewelry, and she has a store on Cannon Street next to Upper King.
And the glasses are epic.
Amazing. So Friedrichs, which is a German company, they have a store on Lower King. They've been around for 200 years.
Really?
It's family owned, and they have designed glasses for some of the most iconic fashion women out there. These are actually Iris Apfel, who is in her 90s. These are her signature glasses that they have made for her, and also Jackie O. They designed her signature.
I mean, you could be wearing sweatpants and you put those on and suddenly you're stylish.
So glamorous. Yes.
I love it. All right, so that was the outfit from Carmen. Next, who do we have? We're kind of going through the decades. So that was the 60s.
So Janelle is wearing a look from Groove Girl, very 70s. So Groove Girl is a consignment store on Coleman in Mount Pleasant, and they also have a little room in the back. You gotta go check it out. The most amazing vintage, so well priced too.
Didn't you spend a lot, you said, when you went there?
I kind of bought more than a few things, but so worth it. It's always a good investment. And this look is, you know, very 70s, but I feel like it's so current. It's something that you would see
It's very boho,
as well. And her bangles are from Candy Shop Vintage. One piece is real vintage, one piece is inspired by vintage, which is new. And the sunglasses are from Friedrichs.
Again, fantastic from Friedrichs. So again, that was Groove Girl right here in Mount Pleasant. Next, we're skipping ahead to, this is the 90s,
This is the 90s.
Oh, I like this one.
We're kind of bouncing around because the last look is
I love your hair.
Everything. So this is Chelsea. She's kind of channeling Dion from Clueless. If you guys remember that.
I do.
So for me, it's hard to say that the 90s is vintage because I was in high school in the 90s.
There's no way it's vintage.
No. Yeah. No, but it is. The 90s
is now.
It's very big for kind of the 20-somethings, for sure. The people who were born in the 90s. So the outfit is from Dandy, which is a great vintage, vintage-inspired store, which is on John Street in the Upper King Street area. And Holly does a great job of buying her inventory. You know, it's very well priced, inspired from all the decades, mostly like the 60s and the 70s. And so it was fun to switch it up and do more of like a 90s look on her.
So are these knee-highs or those tights?
Knee-highs.
They're fabulous. They have kittens on them.
Yeah, and she just got a great shipment of fall items in, so you don't want to miss out on that. Chelsea's wearing necklaces from Candy Shop, and these are more of her newer products inspired by vintage, to celebrate the collection, and her glasses from Friedrichs.
Fabulous, as always. And then our last look's kind of a little bit of everything. From a Modge Podge, come on out. And this is my favorite hair, I gotta say.
Yes. It's actually inspired, so she's wearing a Chanel suit. This look is from the trunk show, and the hair was inspired by the Chanel Runway Haute Couture 2017. So she's on trend. So the suit is from 1997, Chanel. The glasses are from Chanel. The earrings are from Chanel from the 80s. The brooch, of course. She's got a purse from Lanvin, which is probably just a few years old. And the boots are 1969 Valentino.
Wow.
I mean, you walk into Trunk Show, you've got to give yourself at least an hour in there.
I mean, they don't make things like that anymore.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
And Rachel, the owner, has a little bit of everything. She focuses on consignment designer pieces like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Oscar de la Renta, and she's got some great vintage as well.
Do you feel like you still have some of that in your closet from high school?
I wish I had Chanel in my closet.
Me too, right? 1997.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's get all the ladies back out here. Come on, ladies. You all look fantastic. This was so much fun. And as always, I mean, you can find everything. Go to your blog, right? You've got more information up there always.
Yeah, well, Instagram is where I keep it up to date for sure. And all of their hair and makeup was done, including me, by Tabula Rasa Salon downtown. They did an amazing job.
What time do you guys have to wake up for that hair? 7 a.m. It didn't take that long. Thank you guys so much for being here. And if you like any of these looks, as always, here's our big giveaway. For all of these gift cards, text the word fashion to 45203 to be entered to win one of the following gift cards: $75 to Trunk Show, $50 to Candy Shop Vintage, $40 to Trace Carmen, $50 to Dandy Boutique, $30 to Groove Girl, and a free pair of frames at Friedrich's Optic, which is up to a $500 value. You don't want to miss this. Tell your friends, share it. Text fashion to 45203. And remember, as we go to break, the very talented Daniel Velasco is working away. He's painting fashion portraits of these beautiful ladies, and we're going to have the big reveal at the end of the show. You don't want to miss it.